All right, let's get this started. There, I got my shout out box open. Hi, I'm Sailor Moon Serena here, and today someone on my films asked me to do a YouTube live stream today. So I am. Now, if that so and so actually comes on, then that's going to be a whole other thing in itself. So a lot of folks might ask and say, "Oh, hello, I'm doing well." So some of my friends might ask me, "Why am I doing this live stream?" Well, there was someone on YouTube. Well, I should say someone who wrote on one of our films. It would have been Sailor Pluto fights Medusa, saying, "Can you do a YouTube live stream?" Yeah, and I'm going to do it probably from starting from now to about 3, or at least into 4. And that's about, and hopefully he or she will come on and watch it. But if they don't, then oh well. You know, I was in the mood of doing it. Hi, Omen Boy. Omen Boy. uh, I did get the VLC player hang up taken care of. I had to go to their webstead, re-download the old player again, and that took care of everything. The updating hang up was healed. If I put a disc in, it'll play it. So it's back to being the way it was. What I don't understand is why they got these two offshoots. The old player that everyone has, and then the new player that doesn't do anything, which I don't understand that. But I took care of it. I had to re-download the player again from their webstead. You know, so now all the updates are up to date with the player. Now, if I'm going to put a disc in, it's going to go to the VLC player and then I can play it. But I haven't played anything in some time, so yeah. But here I don't understand. You go on the Microsoft or the Google or the Apple web shop. You put HLC, you put VLC, and it'll bring up the new offshoot, which doesn't do nothing. The new offshoot doesn't really do nothing. It's just there for show. It's like a blow of gout. It's like, all right, we already put it in Microsoft Windows or Unseen Soft Windows or Apple Macintosh OS. It's like, oh, we got it. It's like already in there. So now we're gonna blow gout with Microsoft and Google and Apple and whatever to have a new offshoot, which doesn't really do anything. I understand that. So yeah. And the only thing I actually do with that player is actually play films on it. And I know that the player has all these tools, the burning tools, this and that, way too many settings, and I just do it for films because it seems to be the only thing I work it for. Now, it seems to work well with Microsoft Windows or Unseen Soft Windows, Apple Macintosh OS, not so much with Gentoo Linux. It doesn't really seem to work very well with Gentoo Linux. For whatever ground, it just doesn't. I mean, it just seems to be that it doesn't work well with that layout, which I don't understand it. Hi. So, I started this YouTube live stream, and someone wanted me to do it. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a good thing that I had to go to their webstead, VLC's webstead, re-download the VLC player, which actually took care of the update hang up and took care of that. That was actually the big hang up, was a hang up with the updates. And I didn't know how to update it. So I just said F it and took it out of my player. Then I made a mistake of going on the web shop like anyone does, putting on the VLC and realizing and seeing, oh well, the new offshoot doesn't do shit. So you got to take the old offshoot off, the new offshoot off. Then you got to get the old offshoot from VLC themselves, just so you can heal up the update hang up, which makes no understanding to me. Yep. Yeah, the web shop. It might be called something else. I know Microsoft has one, Apple has one, Google has one, Gentco has one, but it might be called something else. So, yeah, but at the end of the day, I had to go back to VLC, whatever, their webstead, download the tool again. Then the update was like all good, and now I can actually play films on it again. So, yeah. Yep. This is, if everyone wants to know where I came from, well, this is go back to 2008 YL. I came from Amazon in 2008 YL. And I know a lot of folks out there, they'll say they got all their Sailor Moon stuff from eBay, and that's all good and all. But that was never with me. Everything you see here was from Amazon. Well, I take that back. Sailor Mini Moon was Anime Toys or drawing film toys, and Sailor Pluto was eBay. But everyone else was Amazon. You know, the grounds to why I get stuff on Amazon more than I get on eBay is that, one, eBay tends to have higher worths. So does Amazon. And sometimes a bid war can happen. So if you're going to get something on eBay, it's going to have to be ride out, buy out when no one puts a bid on it. Now, I take that back because everything else that came from eBay wasn't Sailor Mundo, but it was Michael Cole, Bigfoot, Jason Jordan, Ernest P. Ward, Pee Wee Herman, Stephen Urkel, Beetlejuice, Diva Talks, Sailor Neptune. The seller who gave her didn't lost the gloves. He or she lost the gloves, lost the shoes. Luckily, I had shoes that could work. But everyone else you see here came from Amazon. You know? And yeah, I came from, yeah. And you see these things right here? You think those things have been stuck on for years? Yeah. Then I had to do sticky ooze every time to keep my things from coming off my head because the string or the whatever that someone at Irwin put on there way back in the day finally came on, done. And I had to start do sticky ooze to keep them from coming off. And sadly, that's what happened to Sailor Pluto, her Sailor Jupiter, I should say. Her things came off. I didn't have no way to put them on, so it is what it is. And I take that back. A Sailor Venus came from the Salvation Army. Yeah, the helping team, or the helping land fighting team, I guess. I don't know. And that was a offshoot from another one. You know? Yeah. Now, I could take that back, because actually Sailor Pluto, and I believe Sailor Pluto and Wicked Lady or Dark Lady, they came from Omen Boy, and he probably got them from eBay. So in a way, most likely, those came from eBay for him. I'll thank him once again for those gifts. So yeah, it is what it is, you know. And Diva Talks, well, my father bought her back in 2012 YL from eBay, so that was it. So if you're going to get anything from eBay, at least this is just how I see it, see that you're going to get it and no one's bidding on it. Because that might be a greater way of getting it, because you can buy it outright from the seller if there's no bid. If there's a bid on it, forget about it. You might not win, you might not lose. But anyway, eBay and Amazon both are good websteads. They both have a good name. They both came a long way from where they started out at. And sometimes eBay is actually good when it comes to seeking harder things, since a lot of folks tend to sell older things on eBay, and sometimes newer things tend to be sold on Amazon. But it all has to do with it. But sometimes the worths can be high. I know folks like to talk about how Amazon has high worth for stuff. Sometimes eBay does, and even it can be higher, even to begin with, even before a bid. So it is what it is. Yep. That was from one of my friends, one of my other friends who was on here. I think he was Toonami Z2. He's the one that also gave me the Brave. He was the one that gave me. He's the one that bought me that. All the other WE Power Rangers or other dolls and stuff, either they came from Walmart or they came from Big Lots or Ollie's or Five and Below, or they even came, I don't know, the American Thrift Center, Newer Thrift Shop. They came from all over the years. Some of them even came from Ringside Collectibles and other stuff. So, but a lot of the Power Ranger stuff and Sailor Moon stuff tend to come from either Amazon or whatever. So yeah, that's the answer to that. Yeah, I did read there about it. So yeah, I got the VLC player back, the old one back, the updates healed up. It's truly sad when you have to take the tool off, put the tool back on just for them to heal up their hang up, their update, their hang up with their update. And then you just have to forget about the updated one, because the updated one doesn't really seem to do nothing. It's the old one, or the up to date one that everyone has, either on Microsoft Windows or Unseen Soft Windows or Apple Macintosh OS, that takes the stead of many other players out there, or at least a film disc player. So I got to work good again. The updates are all good. If I put a disc in one day and watch something, it's going to do it. That's how I do it. That's the only thing I actually work it for. Now, I know there's many other tools on there, but at the end of the day, I just work it for watching films. Yeah. So mostly I just put a disc in, it loads it up. And if it doesn't play right away, then I go to the thing, play from disc, and there you go. Something that the newer offshoot doesn't have at all, which is dumb. So I really don't see why Microsoft or Apple or Google, why would they even have the up-to-date one when the up-to-date one doesn't do anything, since folks already have the one that does everything on what their layout is. Yeah. Yeah. So now we're going to go over to something else now that's going on these days. Where would I get this from? I came from Amazon in 2008 YL, October of 2008 YL. That's where I came from. So if you're looking for this one, and there were many offshoots of me, but this is the one that lasted all the other ones. But one of these days, it's still ongoing. I've still got to get Sailor Saturn, but it just never works out. It's either Amazon's got her sold out, or with the Irwin one, or Bandai or eBay has it, but all the worths are too much. It's just ongoing. I wish I could get everyone, but I can't. So it's an ongoing thing, And Sailor Mini Moon, the plush one, sometimes sometimes you got to get the plush stuff too to make up for what you don't get from the other one. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But it's still ongoing. I still got to get all the rest. I still got to get the other ones from the Dark Moon Ken. I still got to get Sailor Saturn and all that stuff, but it just never works out. It's either Amazon, it's all sold out. It's either eBay's got it, but all the works are too much for the Irwin one. So it's like you can't win either way, you know. So it's like an ongoing thing. And there are a lot of folks on YouTube that have big Sailor Moon doll gatherings of almost every Sailor Moon doll ever made from Irwin and Bandai and whatever. And all these folks, they must got a lot of gold and a lot of time because they get a lot of that stuff from Amazon, a lot of that stuff from eBay. And then they look at me and they go, "Oh, but your gathering's not as big as theirs." Yeah, because I didn't start buying this stuff until years and years later when they stopped making it, and the newer stuff that isn't worth way more than the old stuff. So if you want this offshoot of me, you can go on Amazon or you can go on eBay. Either way, you're going to get this offshoot of me. Oh. Now I got to bring someone else into my films now. Oh, you're doing a YouTube live stream now? Yeah, I'm doing a YouTube live stream now. And you know where I came from. Yeah, you came from Game Again. You were the Pop Good Doer offshoot. Yeah. Back in the day, Serena, back in the day, Sailor Moon, when you got some cat toy, and then you stuck a moon on its forehead and it had to say it was me. Yeah. Bring that up, don't you? So it's an ongoing thing. Yeah. So now I got Luna here with me. And so I just want to say if Omen Boy is still on here, he's doing something else. Hey, I did see the film where I had to go to the upcoming to deal with my upcoming self, young Queen Serenity, and Sailor Pluto. They're like, oh, you gotta learn how to be a more bold and iffined and on-look fighter. And then, well, Kingling Diamond showed up and I had to fight him off. They're like, well, your heart's in a good stead. Tell Loon, everyone, your heart's in a good stead. Also, let your mother, Queen Serenity, and your father Zordon know that you're doing very well. Yeah. I would be the queen of New Heaven on Earth, sometimes known as Crystal Tokyo, Hearst Tokyo, New Heaven, that God and Jesus have been grooming me and Darian to be the head of Reich, I guess, of New Heaven. I don't know who would be the head of Lamote. I guess that would be Sailor Earth. You mean Ernest? Yeah, I guess so. So, yeah. It said Luna was Tri-Beauty. I don't know. I'm not sure what you said. Luna was a Tri-Brownie? I don't know. If you're asking what offshoot this is of me, this is the Pop Good Doer offshoot of me. Not the stuff or plush one that Irwin and Bandai made back in the day or made now. And everyone keeps saying, "Oh, Luna, why do you speak? Why do you speak with some kind of English, Englander English offshoot of English?" Because Joe Flapper spoke that way. So that's why I speak that way. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that probably answers that whole thing. Well, my new film's coming out to Netflix on June the 3rd. So I'm probably gonna watch that. Then I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. But unlike everyone else, I'm gonna go by the Latin and French and Hellenic borrowed names instead of the Dawnlandish borrowed names that everybody else would go with. Because I used to get this shit all the time. Folks used to say, it would be on Twitter, be like, work the right names. Well, as far as Deacon, Cloverway, or Pioneer goes, those are the right names. Yeah, let's talk about, we got some other things here. It said the Try brand of Brandy babies those are the plush dolls. Oh, yeah, those are the ones that made the plush line of them. Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, they're actually hard to seek. So thank you for the Sailor Mini Moon one, because even the plush offshoots are hard to seek of too. You know? Sure they are. Only in the Toon Makers one, I would be white. Yeah. You're right about that, Luna. And the Toon Makers one, if anyone even knows about that one, you would have been white. Yeah, and your name would have been Rebecca. Oh, another double dagger. There's like double daggers that look like me and live inside worlds. I got twinners. And one twinner is called Usagi, another twinner is called Rebecca, other twinner is called Bunny. Yeah. So, all right. Let's see if I can do this. All right. So, in between 94 YL, there was Toei and Naoko Takiguchi were seeking to bring Sailor Moon to the English-speaking world. And at the time, there were only two businesses that wanted to do this. Toon makers who have been hired by Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment, or RAE. What would that be? Come Again, Remake, Renew, Rebirth? Yeah, I guess Rebirth, C, Glee, and Deke. Now, the Toon Maker Sailor Moon, as that's what it truly was, would have been a mix between live work and live drawing, which had been way too much. And Toei and Toon Makers and everyone else just thought it was just way too much, to make a show that was half live drawing and half live show. So even though Toon Makers did have a deal at the time to work it, Deke ended up getting the other deal because it would just be worth less to bring Sailor Moon over and do all the speaking work for it. So that Sailor Moon never saw the light of day. Yes, there have been times where that Sailor Moon trailer that boostering was shown, and between 98 YL, but that was it. There are some drawings out there, if you can see them, and a sheet with the first following of it. Yeah, Darien looked like, Tuxedo Mask, Princeling, Kingling Darien looked more like dressed like Kingling Eric from Disney's offshoot, A Little Mermaid. Barrel looked weird looking. I looked white. We had sky flyers, which I should bring those in. Luna, are we going to get sky flyers? No. Come on. I guess so. To bring the sky flyers in. I gotta go now. You sure hope you got me that new cat sand. Yes, I gave you that new cat sand. Well, good. Because even though I could talk like a man, like a woman like, or a man like, I can't shit like one. Oh, thanks a lot, Luna. Thanks a lot. Letting everyone know you still shit in the sandbox. And hold it. Sooner or later, we're going to get to the end of we're getting close to beating Queen Beryl and Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa, and then soon we'll be dealing with Hiller Tomo soon. But when is that going to happen? Oh, it said Bandai made good dolls. Yes, they did. Bandai did make good dolls. So did Irwin. you know. But all these ones were all Irwin, all of them. The only one that was ever Bandai was actually Queen Beryl, the small one. Yep. There was a moon cycle. You forget Sailor Moon. You had the moon cycle beside the Sky Flyers on a Toon Maker's offshoot. And why does my head look like it's crooked? I don't know. Your head always looks that way, darling. Oh, so now you're gonna start. So we're gonna start that now. So shameful. All right. All right. No, nothing shameful about that. Yeah. Oh, here's what you don't know. Sailor Moon says is that back around August of 27 between YL, there was a peg or whatever you want to call it in his leg that came undone, and he had to go to the healing house. They had to put this rubber band or whatever thing around it to keep his leg instead. Yeah, leg been instead ever since, right? So yeah, you had the moon cycle, Sailor Moon. At least that was a Irwin and Bandai. That was an Irwin thing, and most likely may have been offshooted from the Sky Flyers from the Toon Makers one, which never saw the light of day. You know what? If the Toon Makers one would have shown up, then folks would have been bitching about that one. They would have been like, "Oh, I sure wish we got the Toei offshoot. I sure wish the Deke or Cloverway or Pioneer or Pathseeker, whoever, I sure wish they did it." Well, so these folks that bitch about how bad the Deke one is and how bad the Pioneer one was, they should be thankful that those are the ones that they end up getting, because they could have gotten the Toon Makers one and they would have been bitching about that instead. And all these folks that actually loved the Viz one, if it wasn't for folks that, it wasn't for folks that were watched the Deke one and the Pine Cloverway one, or whatever you want to call it, there would have been no need for the Viz one if there weren't enough folks out there that liked the English offshoot. Yeah, I don't really get that, Sailor Moon. I mean, why do these folks bitch about those kind of things? Oh, names are being shifted. Oh no, dear. Oh no, he's not Monoro. He's Darien. Oh no, that's not Usagi. That's Serena. Like, what the? Yeah, make a big deal about names being shifted. Then we're gonna say, oh, their strikes are being shifted. Oh no, stead names are being shifted. Oh no, I don't like the songs. Oh, certain followings weren't, one following became two. They cut some of the overtop fighting out, they would say. Yeah. Well, who is this? Let's look at this, though. You mean you like Deke? That's what you mean to say. You mean you like Deke. But you didn't spell Deke. The way it was spelled was D-I-C. So, yeah. My hat coming undone. Shh. First off, I didn't even have this hat back in the day, did I? No. I didn't have this hat back in the day. See, when I first became Tuxedo Mask, and I'm talking about in the book and stuff, I didn't have this hat. This hat was like offshooted into the show, but at first I didn't even have this hat. And if you go in the books, am I even wearing a hat? No, I'm not. But whatever. I guess the hat makes me look more, I guess it makes me, I don't know, put more of a hiding myself if I wore a hat. Which, to be honest with you, back in the Moon Kingdom, when I first met Queen Serena, well, Queenling Serena, I should say, on our past lives, I should really say that at the end of the day, I didn't have the hat. That was offshooted when I became Tuxedo Max, and what was it? Between 95 YL. Well, all right. What's all this stuff? That's it. What are you writing? Oh, I get it. Yes. Yes, greetings from Moon. Yes, greetings from Mexico or Moonland. Yes, that's good to know. Thank you. Uh, so, what else are we gonna do? I don't know. But yeah. So I guess at the end of the day, where the moon cycle came from, or the moon two-wheeler came from, well, most likely that was offshoot from the Sky Flyers that came from Tune Makers. That Bandai, not Irwin, because a lot of folks think it was Irwin, but it was Bandai who felt they had to at least put that in there. Now, I get it. And a lot of folks out there are going to be like, oh. So, yeah. So, it is what it is. So, it looks like that I do. Sad for clearing my throat. Someone on YouTube wanted us to do this YouTube live stream. And at the end of the day, the one that asked us to do the YouTube live stream didn't come on the YouTube live stream, if that makes any right, you know. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. But it is what it is. Now I would say I'll just hit show. There we go. It's back on. Well, it looks like I might have to go. Oh, how did my hat come up like that again? I don't understand it. Stop it. There. Well, I guess I'm gonna be going now. I'm not ending the YouTube live stream, but I have to go because I don't get it why this hat has to be coming up like that. Yeah, my head can go up a bit, then it goes down, and then I guess there. I guess we'll do that like that. All right. And some of the hardest Sailor Moon dolls to seek are the out-of-date, no longer made Irwin and Bandai ones. But even the newer ones are even harder to get because the worths are higher. So I know there's going to be folks out there saying, oh, well, yeah, even the newer ones are worth as much as the old ones. But it's the old Irwin, one of the old Bandai ones, at the end of the day. Well, thank you. What do you want? What do I want? Oh, great, Beryl. Haven't you done enough already? Yeah, well, put this way, Sailor Moon, I was going to call a truce. All right? I can call off Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa and Goldar and Scorpina. You're going to call off Goldar and Scorpina and Rita and Zed? Yeah, because at the end of the day, I don't really think it's worth having them anymore. So why do you even have them for? Because I don't no longer have Jadeite, Nephlite, Zoisite, and Malachite anymore. So I had to go with the other ones, like Goldar, Scorpina, Rita, and Zed. And you look, Sailor Moon, why the hell you can never get my big offshoot? Because it just never sold. I mean, it goes on eBay, but it's worth way too much. This doesn't even look anything like my staff that I had in the show. This doesn't look anything like it. It does not. When did I ever have this staff? Tell me. And anyone knows that ever had this one? No. The answer is going to be no. I don't care what offshoot of Sailor Moon you like or watched. I never had this kind of staff. I never had this kind of stick, whatever you want to call it. Sad for that burp. Why am I saying I'm sad for that burp for? You know? So, yeah, you never did. And this thing used to always come off my head all the time. You know that tiara thing on my head? Well, they used to come off all the time. And you had to put sticky ooze on it and 20 served between while. Hasn't come off ever since. Yeah. So you truly going to do that? No, I'm sick of it. That's it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But this is not the one. I never had this. Thank you for saying it's a good live stream. I never had this staff. I never had this stick. You know. And I'm the only one I'm the only Bandai one. Yeah. You're the only Bandai one. You know? So, let's see what else we did here. Well, you know what, Sailor Moon? I'll tell you right now, Serena. The one who asked you to make this live stream, and he or she's not even on it. Yeah. So it looks like he or she's going, can you do a live stream? And then they don't come on. You know? Oh! No, bad for that yawn. I'm just getting tired of losing all the time. So I'm going to make you a deal. All right? Yeah, but we all know that you're the one behind. We all know you're the one behind Goldar and Scorpina and Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed stuff. Yeah, I am. What are you going to do about it? I'm going to do what I did before. Oh, yeah. What's that? I don't know. Yeah, you can stop that yawning shit. I'm gone. Yeah, well, thank you for that. Well, forgive me for that yawn, but it is what it is. You know? It said you should get Paul Blast from keeping Walmart well. Whoever that is, a shout out to Paul Blake for keeping Walmart well. Whoever he is, I don't know who he is. Yeah, I don't know who he is, so I guess good work. You know? So let's go back to all right, these are all my things. Yeah, well, that's everyone that's been on here so far. So let me even tell anyone who's still on here why this YouTube live stream got started. So, on the Sale of Pluto Fights Medusa film, someone starts asking, can you do a live stream? Can you do a live stream? And then I say, yes, I'll do a live stream. Well, I said I was going to do it sometime. I was going to do it soon. And I said, well, I'm in the mood. I'm going to do it. So then I do it, and then he or she doesn't come on. So then they're going to be like, oh. So you would think that the one who asked you to come on would come on, but it is what it is. You know? It said you should shout out my friend DSP for getting a new work. I don't know who DSP is, but good for you getting a work. You know, I don't know who you are, DSP, but I don't know who you are, but okay, good for you for getting work. All right? As far as that's going to go, because I don't know him. So I can't say any more except that. And that's the thing about shout outs. Folks will say this, but you don't know anyone. You don't know the ones they want you to shout out, or you don't know them, so you can't really give them a good shout out. But they'll ask you. So there you go. You know? It said, DSP is you are a best gamer. A great gamer. Well, thank you. I mean, most of my time on my show, I was a gamer. Most of my games and playing the Sailor V game, which I kept on losing at. Then later on, it was God Racing or God Running with Mina before Amara showed up. And then there was some fighting game we played by the end of Sailor Moon Super SS or Over. So I guess I would say that I was a good gamer, even though most of the time I lost at the games I played on my show. But thank you for saying that. You know? It's me, Sailor Moon Serena. Jordan is the other one from the other YouTube fairway. But Jordan happens to be Molly's friend, and Molly's mother happens to know Jordan's mother, so that's how they became friends. Oh, you know, okay. So anyway, it is what it is. So that's the rest I can say there. And so far I had Luna, Tuxedo Mask, Queen Beryl. Some folks say that the Queen was actually put on her name by Deke and Toei and whatever, and that she never was Queen. But I don't know. Don't ask me. So I guess I got to put other folks on my YouTube fairway next too. Yeah. I guess I got to do that. Well, I also got my COVID shot, the first one, and I got to get the next one on June 9th between. So then I will be fully healed up from that. You see Mina and Darian already got, and Amy already got theirs. Well, Amy was giving them out since she's a healer. But it was Mina and Ernest and me who had to get our one. I want to ask you something, and you be earnest with me. Are you Serena? Yes, Molly. It's me. I'm Serena. I've been Sailor Moon since between 95 YL until at least I'm going to say at least until at least 20. Huh? So you mean you were Sailor Moon and you were fighting the Dark Kingdom. You were fighting the Dark Moon. You're fighting the Burrow for bad behavior. You're fighting the Dead Moon Big Top. Yeah. Well, didn't you fight the other? Yeah. And you were also doing the Kingdom of Hell, the Dark Kingdom again, Wolfman and Hart, the Kingdom of Hell again. You were also how to deal with, right, Wicked. Yeah. Now I'm on finding someone called Queen Mara now. Well, you also, so you mean you also had your dealings with Alan and Anne? And I was also, you had a dealings with Ferrari? Yeah. Ferrari? Yeah. And Queen Bafferyu and Queen, oh, the other one, the snow one? Queen, you mean Queen Center Bafferyu? I don't know. Yes. Where do you eat instead that at? So I always had my belief that you had to be Sailor Moon, but I didn't know. Yeah, you had your beliefs towards the end. You, I should have told you, but I had to keep it unknown. But of course, over time, you probably knew because we looked the same, we talked the same, you know. So somehow you knew. Yeah, well, I just wish you would have told me instead of me guessing all those years. Yeah, it was not. Yeah, because the Dark Kingdom stuff. Forgive me, Molly. Dark Kingdom stuff started from September of between 95 YL until about December of nine between 95 YL, and then the Doomtree Outsider stuff kind of started in probably December of nine between 95 YL until probably early nine between 96 YL. Lead the Dark Moon or the Dark Moonkin stuff, that may have started between 96 while and didn't really kind of get to the end to at least 97 while, leaving the the Burrow for Bad Behavior and the Dead Moon Big Top stuff would have tied in between 98 while starting from 97 to 98 YL to 99 YL. Yeah. Then where do I stead all the other stuff? And I'm still doing it to this day. You know, there was the Kingdom of Hell, there was the Dark Kingdom again, there was Wolfman and Hart, there was a Kingdom of Hell again, there was Wicked. Now I'm finding some foe called Queen Mara. You should have told me, Sailor Moon, but I forgive you, Serena. I had to keep myself unknown to everyone. You know, I couldn't go around telling everyone it's who I am. You know, I understand that. So, you know, I'm the keychain offshoot of myself. Yes, you are. Well, the way I look at it is, if there was going to be anyone who did a good job as Sailor Moon, I'm glad it was you. You know, it must have been hard for you to be Sailor Moon and do all that fighting and then do everything else. Yeah, it was. First, I had to be Sailor Moon, then I had to be a everyday girl, and then I had to hide that from everyone else. Couldn't let that come out. I had to deal with many foes. Some of them weren't really bad to begin with, and some of them that were. I've been through all kinds of stuff. I had to deal with Queen Beryl, which, that wasn't fun. Then we had to help Alan and Anne out, which they were, being misled. Then we had to deal with Doom Phantom or Doom Fiend, which was, lying to Diamond and Emerald and Sapphire and Ruvius and the rest of them. Then we had to deal with Pharaoh 90 and his stuff with Tomo and all the 9 witches, all those witches. And don't forget, I had to deal with Queen Helena and her Dead Moon Big Top. and had to deal with that stuff. And don't forget about my dealings with Lucifer and then Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa with Queen Beryl and that again, and dealing with Wolfman at Heart and the Kingdom of Hell again, and then dealing with the Reich Sitter of Tokyo and Wicked with the Dark Fiend, which was actually Chaos, and now dealing with Queen Mara now. Well, Chaos and the Dark Fiend were one and the same. Yes, they were. That was Zoisite who did that. She became me. Yeah, we all know Rita Repulsa and Zoisite would do shit like that. Yeah, they would. They would do stuff like that. You know? Well, how do you even tie in Sailor Moon and Power Rangers together? How do I tie them in together? Because my mother was Queen Serenity. My father was Zordon. And Rita was Rita Repulsa. Well, she was the daughter, I should say, of Queen Beryl. And when Queen Beryl got rejected, when I fell in love with Kingling Darien, and she wanted Darien, but she couldn't have him. So then Dark Spectre told her that she became a follower to Wanted Bonds of Evil. Dark Spectre told her that Queen Serenity, Zordon, Kingling Darien, and everyone on the Earth, everybody outside the Earth, were foes. Yeah. And you see, he had keepers himself. He had Jadeite, Nephrite, Zoisite, Malachite, Goldar, Scorpina, Rita, and Zed. There was a fight broke out on two sides. There was a fight on Earth, which had to deal with Zordon and his fight with Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa. Then the fight that was going on the moon with Queen Beryl and my mother, Queen Serenity. My father, Zordon, was put in a time warp. My mother, Queen Serenity, died, casting Queen Beryl and then into the Negaverse. Zordon casted Lord Zed, Rita Repulsa, Goldar, and Scorpina, and them into a dumpster before all that happened. And while Queen Beryl was seeking to take the Overdom Silverhurst, you know, Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa were seeking to take the Zeo Overdom, which was also in the Moon Stronghold as well. So I tie those things together. Actually, I don't really. Actually, now, if you ever asked Zoisite or Rita why they did that, their guess would be, well, Queen Beryl set up because, well, you see, Zoisite and Malachite and Rita and Zed had this belief that since Tuxedo Mask always came to help me, and if they would get her to be me and get him into and do a stunt lark on him, you know, make him believe that it was me and it wasn't. And then when he would come to get me, then they would come after him, as they sadly did. Yeah. You see, Beryl had gotten everyone on the Earth to see everyone on the moon, and everybody not on the moon as foes. And that meant Kingling Darien, my father Zordon, my mother Queen Serenity, and Kingling Darien, everybody else as foes. Yeah. Well, wasn't he Malachite? Nah. Wasn't that Quinfite? Yeah, and the rest of the role it is, but in this role it's Malachite. It is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, Serena, I just got to say that I do onlook you for being Sailor Moon. And you know, what I'm reading here, I think Molly knew about Sailor Moon towards the end of the following. Yeah, I knew about Sailor Moon, but I didn't know you were Sailor Moon. Like, I knew about Sailor Moon, but I didn't know you were Sailor Moon. Yeah, I am Sailor Moon. You forgive me for not telling you all those years? Yeah, but I also want to know, where did I go? It's like, before I leave, where did I go, Serena? Where did I go, Sailor Moon? I mean, on the third following, Sailor Moon Super, Sailor Moon Over, I only show up on one following. And Sailor Moon Super, Sailor Moon Over on one following. And then Sailor Stars, I'm nowhere to be seen. I can't speak about Sailor Stars. But Sailor Moon fan dub might be the Sailor Stars I could speak. You're talking about the Sailor Moon Sailor Stars that the Sailor Moon fan dub folk make. I can speak about that one, but I can't speak about the Viz one because I don't know where you went on that. All right, I do gotta go. All right. It said, anyway, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, all right, I gotta put, Molly's gotta go back, and then I'm gonna have to, get this one thing off myself, before I go. Now, of course, someone out there might say that I could put everyone on my YouTube live stream. That's kind of what my mood is. But anyway, you leaving? No, I'm still going. Oh, you mean goodbye? Like Molly has to go? Yes. Well, Molly had to go. So here's something that I got to get off my chest. So there's always going to be folks saying, "Oh, Sailor Moon, Serena, how can you like your Deke offshoot? How can you like your Cloverway or Pioneer offshoot or Pathseeker offshoot?" Well, I'll tell you why. Because that was me. All right? I like that one. Sure, it's got flaws in it. It's not flawless. But then neither was Viz one that they're off, and neither was Toei's one. Everyone likes to make a big deal out of things. They do. They like to talk about, oh, you can't like it because they shifted the names. They had the Latin and French and Greek or Hellenic borrowed names, not the Dawnlandish borrowed names. Well, they made two followings into one. They got Sailor Says, oh, I don't like the word speakers or something. Everything I think they just nitpicked. They just looked at whatever they could look at to hate on, and that's what they hate on. And if you go and watch them on YouTube or read them anywhere, they would make you believe that they hated it since between 95 YL. But I don't believe that shit. I think over time, when they saw what my show was, I think all of them didn't start out hating my English offshoot. I think what happened was over time, they ended up seeing the Toei offshoot, the one that everyone else offshooted from. And they fell in love with that. They got on look for that. Then they started hating on my English offshoot, the Deke one, and also the Cloverway one, which actually was the Pioneer one, but whatever. So then when the Viz one came out, these folks who hated my Deke work and hated my Cloverway work, or whatever you want to call it, said, ha ha, that's Sailor Moon. That's the Sailor Moon we should have gotten back in the day. Well, be thankful for that. Because that's usually only a backup for me. If I can't watch the Deke one or the Cloverway one, then I watch that one as a backup. All right? So, and there used to be Sailor Moon followers on YouTube that would say, oh, you're not a true Sailor Moon follower if you watch the English work. Oh, if you watch the Deke one or the Cloverway one or whatever you want to call it, you're not a true Sailor Moon follower. Oh, stop calling her Serena. She's Usagi. Actually, as if. My name's Serena. Not Bunny, not Usagi, not Rebecca, and truly not Izen Victoria. All right? My name's Serena. If you don't like that, that's too bad. All right? Go watch the offshoot of my Double Dagger, because I got many Double Daggers, or should I say twinners, and other worlds that look like me, speak like me, but they're not me. Go to Usagi's World or whatever. Go to Bunny's World, all right? Go watch that offshoot if you so much into that. But don't you tell me that's not my name. I had that name for many years. I'm 39 years old and I've had that name for 39 years. All right? Because I was 4 between years old and 9 between 95 YL and September 11th, 9 between 95 YL when Luna told me, hey, you're Sailor Moon. You're the reborn of Queenling Serena. Queenling of the Moon. Yeah. And how did I get being 29? I mean 39. I'll tell you how I became 39. If you do the Tailcraft, if you stead the Deke stuff happening in 9 between 95 YL, and you take 4 between, and you get that, you'll get your answer about how old I was, what year I was born during that time. All right? Yep. At first, they want to call me Serena Kemble. That was true. I'm not making that up. I was first going to be called Serena Kemble, but later on, Sakino was put back on it. But that's what it was. I didn't really know anyone else, but that's what they called me, Serena Kemble. At least that was the name. It was never said in any of the Deke stuff, but that was the kin name that was given out. Amy was Anderson, and that was about it as far as it. Everyone else, Ray had Hino, but beyond that, Lita's kin name was given out once, and so was Mina, but they kept the Dawnland as kin names, and just Sakino stuck after that one. You know what? That's it. You're locked. Some creep comes on his YouTube fairway and starts making... Oh, come on. I already locked you, so why the hell are you still there? All right, he's gone now. So some creep comes on my YouTube fairway and goes, hey, you got something wrong with you. All right, yeah. So it is what it is. Oh, no. Gotta get someone else on here. Oh, shit. And knock you over. Oh. Ah. Yep, that's right. Another creep on a Hall of Shame starts saying, oh, you got some kind of mind, some kind of thinking, learning hang up. If I did, oh well. Well, Sailor Moon. Well, Serena, it's good to see you. Good to see you too, Sailor Earth. Good to see you too, Ernest. Well, I'm sure all the other folks you know are, all the other ones are around. Yeah, they are. And you know, being a sailor fighter and all, I had to put up with a lot of shit. It did. Yeah, being Sailor Earth. Because a lot of folks would say, oh, there's not Sailor Earth. There is no Sailor Earth. Oh, Darien Shields, Darien Okubo, whatever you want to call him. He's Sailor Earth. He's Kingling Earth. He's well, actually the truth was he's the Kingling of the Earth, but he wasn't the sailor fighter of the Earth. See, I was. All right. So there were actually 2 Kinglings of the Earth. And then I'm not even included on that. when anyone starts talking about their Sailor Earth is always someone else, you know. Like someone made this Nickelback song and had all these Sailor Earth drawings in it, and I wasn't on it, you know. Yeah, I know, my brother. That's really sad. Yeah. See, me and you were brother and sister in the past. Yeah, we were. Well, that's good to know that, yes. So I'll clear my throat there. And you got to deal with a lot of shit when you're Sailor Earth, because there are going to be folks out there saying, oh, you're not true, or folks out there got their own offshoot of it. Oh, well, it is what it is. Some folks that say, oh, you're not following Naoko Takaguchi's oversight, only girls can be fighters. She's going to get mad. I don't really think she's going to give a shit. I mean, a lot of folks take the oversight the way they want to take the oversight. See, I'm not Viz. I'm not Deke. I'm not Cloverway. I'm not anyone that actually has to follow that oversight. But they actually kind of broke it in Sailor Stars. Which one? Both. Sailor Moon fan dub, or whatever. Sailor Moon English dub. They broke that. And then Viz broke it too, and Viz did the true one. But hell, Toei broke it long before any English work had ever been done on it. Yeah, with Dustin and Jordan. Sailor Star Healer and Sailor Star Fighter. Sailor Star Maker. That was Jillian, right? Yeah. Yeah. So they already broke it. Aha, yeah. Long before some folks on YouTube started doing their Sailor Moon follower dub work, English work of it. Long before Viz got the right to do the English work with it. Toei broke the oversight. Yes, they did. And a lot of folks seem to think, what was my take on Dustin and his behavior with Sailor Moon? Well, keep in mind, that's a little reason before even I showed up after all that shit was done. But what I understand was Darien went over to the Wanted Reichs to learn there. Before he get there, Galaxia struck the flight craft that he was on and slayed him. So Sailor Moon, Serena, didn't know that Darien was slain. They would write sheets to him, and she kept meeting Dustin because they were the free lights, and Dustin kept showing up all the time, and he happened to fall in love with her, but at the end of the day, she was only friends with him, but he didn't see it that way, and he didn't believe that Darien was true, and he didn't believe that he thought Darien was just some creep that, was just done with her. He didn't know that Darien had gotten slain. So when Darien did come back, he was happy for her and said he hoped that Darien took care of her, which he said he would. But at the end of the day, the way he behaved was, I just think, he could have just been friends and that would have been the end of it. It's not like Sailor Star Fighter, Dustin, or whatever you want to call him, was a steadholder for me. Because I came way after all that shit was done. What's true? Only the so I clear my throat there. So looks like, yeah, you're right about that. So that was your take on that. Yes, it was. There's that burp again. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of shit that that Sailor Earth Ernest had to put up with of being Sailor Earth. And one of those was, oh, you're not Sailor Earth. This is Sailor Earth. Or there is no Sailor Earth. Yeah. Oh, I know how to deal with it now. I've been Sailor Earth probably since 29 YL. So I know how to deal with it. I know that no one's going to ever see me as a Sailor Earth. I'm never going to be included with all the other Sailor Earths out there. And there are many of them, but I'm never going to be on that list. And I'm all right with that. That's sad that he's Sailor Earth and they don't, and everyone else has their own offshoot of Sailor Earth, but no one wants to see him as a Sailor Earth, which is truly sad. At the end of the day, it is. You know? But before I go, Ethan Robot Chicken, or whatever you want to call it, Ethan Told Chicken made fun of this one. So they're at some kind of, I guess you're going to say, eating hall in some shop somewhere, and some fiend takes over someone, and they all shapeshift. And someone goes, well, I'll become Sailor Earth. There is no Sailor Earth. He said, yes, there is. What's your strengths? He goes, my strengths is everything that all folks on Earth do, including being kind, hating, and getting drunk and making bad choices. And, and then saying, are you fat? He goes, no, I'm just way overweight, like a lot of folks on Earth are. So at the end of the day, there was a Sailor Earth. The only downside is everyone's got their own offshoot of Sailor Earth, and they're not going to see him on that offshoot. No, they're not, which is sad. But it is what it is. He's my brother from the past. Sailor Earth, Kingling Earth, Ernest P. Worrell. Yeah, I know. So it is what it is. Well, thank you for doing that, Sailor Moon says. I think you're doing that, Serena said. Well, thank you for doing that, Ernest. Sailor said that was kind of you. Not everyone else out there is going to be so backing of it, but it is what it is. And some folks think, am I the stead holder for anyone else? No. I don't think so. And if you think that me being Sailor Earth is out there, then Snoop Dogg Calvin being Sailor Sun is also out there too. Yeah. Well, Ernest, Sailor Earth had to go, But if you thought yeah. So he had to go. No, I didn't have to go. Sailor E didn't have to go anywhere. And I know Mina would say something about that, but Sailor E has to go now, because the E stands for Ernest, the E stands for Earth, And instead of playing Sailor V games, now you're playing Sailor E games. And I was the last one to show up. Hell, I think I saved you all. I think I helped you all the same way that Sailor Venus, Mina, helped you all. Yeah, I think so. You know that time when everyone was ill? Well, we got that following, only got out of it, and we called it No Thanks, Caregiver Venus and Healer Earth. Yeah. So, what are you doing here? Just to let you know, we gotta go and get our COVID shots now. We do? Yeah. We're gonna get our the 2-4 COVID shot. Then we won't have to wear hides anymore. Yeah, that would be good. So, where's Ernest at? Where's Sailor Earth at? Well, Sailor Venus, Mina, I don't know where he's at. I'm gonna end this film anyway now, soon. Oh no, I don't want to go and have to get that done. Yeah, I don't like it either myself, but it ain't gonna be bad. I mean, I already got it. Darian already got it. Amy already got it, and she's giving it out. Does that mean me and Serena and Mina are the last ones to get it? Yeah, because Ray and Darian and myself got it. And Lita and you and Serena got to get it. Oh man, I don't want to do that. No. Yeah, I don't want to do that either. That's going to be bad. I tell you, it's not going to be bad, you know? We can go and it is what it is. Ray already got it. Ray and Darian already got it. I already got it. So it's not going to be that bad. But you're going to meet up with Lita because you and Ernest need to get it. Amy's going to be giving it out. All right. We got to go and do it. So you're going to go. Guess we got to go get our shot, right? Yeah, I guess so, Lita. We got our shot now, Sailor Jupiter. That's right, Sailor Moon. That's right, Serena. Where's Sailor? Where's Ernest at? Right here. Boy, this is going to ache, isn't it? Yeah, it surely is. No, I don't think so. Look, I'll get it first. So you know it's not going to be bad. Well, it's like this, you see. Everything's going to be great. Where's Serena and Ernest at? What do you mean where Serena and Ernest are at? They got to go get the Krovitz show. Look, I'll just do right here. Not going to hurt anything. Ow. Well, your arm's going to ache for about 2 days. Yeah, that's good to know. See? Nothing wrong with. Yeah, see? Nothing. See? Where am I at here? Oh, man, here. See? Everything went well. It's going to be good. Yeah. Nothing went wrong. I got it. And nothing bad. All right. I guess I'm going to put a lot of trust in you, Amy, not to do something bad to me. I am a healer, you know. Ow! That ached. Yeah, the only thing's going to come out of it is now your arm's going to ache for about 2 days. So make sure that wasn't your wand hand, your holy moon stick hand. I hope not. But it still aches. Ah! It'll be all right, Sailor Moon. It'll be all right, Serena. Hey, shouldn't you have some more work before you start sticking folks to stuff? I work all the time. I might get good at it. I'm a true man. I could take it. A true man can take all kinds of things. You know, I could take stones being thrown at me, stepping on glass. Is that the lowest one you got? I did it. I'm Joseph Mingala. I stole the Magmore, baby. Yeah! See? Nothing bad happened. Yeah, well, now we're going to ache badly now. Ah! Because now it's going to ache really bad now, too. Well, as you know, Sailor Venus, Mina, and Sailor Mars, Ray, and Tuxedo Max, Darian all got their shots already. Ray, Mina, and Darian already got their shots. Me too. It was only Serena, Lita, and Mina who were the last to get their shots. In case you're not wondering where that came from Ernest Goes to Camp. Ernest Goes to Log when he said that. You know? I Now my arm's going to ache for about a week. My arm's going to ache for about 2 days. My arm's going to ache for about 2 days too. Yeah, at least you want the crow. Well, the way I look at it is, at least you won't. At least the way I look at it, you're not going to have COVID anymore. You won't have any COVID. Oh, that's good. Yeah. At least, Ernest, you don't. Ah, come on, get my shirt. At least you're not going to have COVID. That's a good thing. Yeah, I guess so. Guess so. Yeah, well, you missed it because earlier of that. Oh. Gotta truly end it this way, right? All right, you want to end this film on which way you want to end it. Hi, Serena. Hi, Sailor Moon. Hi, Ray. Hi, Sailor Mars. How's everything? Doing well. I heard that you and Ernest and Lita finally got your shots. Something that Mina and Darian and I already got. Some Amy already got. But you and Ernest got it. Lita got it. But you and Ernest had to sob about it? Don't like shots. They ache. And now my arm's going to ache for about 2 days now. So now I don't think I can do Sailor Moon stuff for 2 days. Don't start that. You still got a good arm. They didn't give you Sailor Mercury Amy didn't give you the shot in your holy moon staff or holy moon stick arm. So I don't want to hear you saying that you can't do that stuff. Yeah. Well, you are still being a creep. Yeah, well, at least I'm not gonna say, oh, I took my COVID shot. My arm's gonna ache for 2 days, so now I can't do Sailor Moon stuff. I never said that, Sailor Mars. You know me, Ray. Sailor Mars. Never say that. You did Sailor Moon. You did Serena. You said, oh, my arm's going to ache for 2 days, so I can't do Sailor Moon stuff. Hey. Same thing here with me. My arm's going to ache for about 2 days, so I can't do Sailor stuff. Wow. Yeah, well, you got another arm, don't you? Yeah. So, Ernest, Sailor, if you're going to pull the same stunt Serena, Sailor Moon pulled, when you say you can't do anything because you got a shot, but you got one good working arm, the arms and the other arm's only going to be aching for 2 days. What if I said I did? Then I'd say you were a meatball head, just like Serena. Oh, man. I wish I hadn't come here today. I don't ask you to come here today. Well, before we go, gotta put everyone back. Need be not the way I put them out, but the way. All right, getting to the end of this live stream. So, all right, hope y'all like the YouTube live stream that I did today. Sadly, the one who asked for it didn't come on at all to watch it. It is what it is. Tomorrow, Sarah Uranus is going to be fighting Medusa, so wait for that film. Well, that's it. I'm Sailor Moon Serena. I'll see you later. Goodbye. And if you like that, then watch the other film I'm going to make made over here, or follow us here at Sailor Moon for Life. I'm Sailor Moon Serena. Hope you like this YouTube live stream. Thank everyone for coming on. I'll see you later.